reset videos as soon as my voice heals, okay? Because the reset videos are the most important videos you're ever going to see, okay? And like I said, it's so difficult to do them, but I'm going to somehow get them out. I don't know how, but basically, I'm going to be explaining the unexplainable. Anyway, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about a few things that happen in the news, and also I want to show you something I've shown before about how the presidents connect to each other and how it all connects to Elvis, right? Because it's Biden's birthday today, and I'm going to show you some incredible information with that about how it all connects to Elvis, with him, and and Obama, and today there was lots of news in the last few days. Okay, one thing I'm going to show. Well, I'm not going to show this, but if you guys want to know, there was a supposedly. I saw this on somebody else's channel. There was a some kind of video or an article about how JFK was doing some kind of skit where he was pretending to be shot in the head or something, and he had blood. He had poured ketchup on his head or something, like a couple of weeks or a couple of months before he died. Can you believe that? A couple of weeks or a couple of months before he died. Okay, so that's interesting, right? And you just go ahead and look that up yourself. I don't know. I don't have that, but I'm going to show a video of Sylvester Stallone talking about Trump. I'm going to be talking about what's going on in Washington State today, and maybe for tomorrow too. And I'm going to talk about this guy who I've talked about many times, that stupid Dr. Oz. Wait till you see that one. All right, but right now, let me show you the Sylvester Stallone video about him talking about Trump, and then I'll show it again later in the video. Okay. Yeah, let's get started with this. Hold on.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Boy, I need Spanish lessons, no question about it. Right away. Rolling tomorrow. I'm very, very proud to be here. I didn't expect this, but I'll just keep it short and sweet, because there's no such a thing as a speech too short. When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began.
So listen to what he said here. All right,
Thank you,
hold on.
Boy, I need Spanish lesson.
So what he said was, man, hold on. Let me get back his image on there. Hold on.
Right away.
Let me get that image back up there.
I'm very, very proud to be here.
So he said, Resurrection AC. Then they said club. But AC is Antichrist. Resurrecting the AC, the Antichrist. Because I told you Trump is going to be the resurrected Antichrist in the flesh. But really, Elvis is the real Antichrist. See, they had to have the Antichrist in the flesh also. And then they were talking about Jesus and Rocky. You see that? All this stuff, right? Now I'm going to get into why Rocky is so important, but listen again.
I didn't expect this, but I'll just keep it short and sweet, because there's no such a thing as a speech too short. When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit.
And isn't that interesting how they're saying being hit? It reminds me of Will Smith. Like Smith is Smite, and he smite Chris Rock. Get it? The Rock, Christ, Rocky. And he was just talking about being hit. Do you see that?
That moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began the journey. Something was going to happen. This man was going to go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump. presence of a really mythical character. I love mythology. And this individual does not exist on this planet. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations! Bye.
What a weirdo. So he calls him the second George and that was at Mar-a-Lago. And why is this important? Because the reason that you see that is because he's basically saying that Trump is like Jesus, because Jesus was resurrected, right? And and who was George Washington? The father of the country. See, the father, the son, get it? And that's what they're saying, the second Washington. You see what I mean? Okay. And he said resurrected AC. I mean, it's just unbelievable, right? Because that's what I said. Elvis is the real Antichrist, and Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. Because when Jesus was walking the earth, he was God in the flesh, but God was in heaven at the same time. All right? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one. Okay? It's one God, okay? But the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is three, is one. Don't ask me. I don't care how it works out, but it works out. Okay? I don't want to hear it. All right? Jesus is God. All right? And if you don't like that or you don't believe it, then you don't belong on this channel. All right? Anyway, so that's that story. Then you have today, yeah, they're totally making fun of God. You understand? And with the way they do things, okay? That whole Elvis character was a mockery of God. Anyway, so there's a bomb cyclone going off in the land of Oz. And why am I saying Oz? Because I'm going to talk about Dr. Oz in a minute. But the bomb cyclone is going off right now in Washington State, in basically parts of Northern California, Oregon, and Washington State is being hit the hardest. And they're saying 500,000 people without power, and I don't know how many people died, maybe a few, I don't know, but pray for these people, folks. Anyway, so what is today? Today's Biden's birthday, so I'm going to show you some connections with that, but not connecting to the bomb cyclone, but it just so happens today's Biden's birthday. But you'll see how it all connects to Elvis. But and Washington State is the Emerald City, which is the connection to the Wizard of Oz, right? Because Elvis is the Wizard of Oz and Trump is the Wiz. Okay, he's like the smaller version of the Wizard. Anyway, here's some crazy connections here. So Dr. Oz was named. What was he named? The health secretary? I don't know what the hell is. He was named something. I don't know, Health and Human Services. I don't know what he was named. Hold on, let's find out. What was Dr. Oz nominated in the Trump? Oversee Medicare and Medicaid. Medicare and Medicaid agency. All right? Whatever the hell. Some kind of nonsense job, whatever. Anyway, so why, I've talked about Dr. Oz years ago. He was actually involved in resurrecting two people. He brought a few people back from the dead on the news, all right? And like I said, I showed why he's so important to the puzzle. Even before he resurrected people, I was telling people. Because the reason I brought him up is because of the Wizard of Oz connection. And his name was Dr. Oz, right? And what makes Dr. Oz so perfect to this puzzle? Wait till you see how perfect this puzzle is with this guy. Remember my two predictions. June 11th is the Washington State event. So you have June 11th. Then I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. And August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Remember that. Okay? And so you have June 11th, August 4th, 216th day of the year, and Trump gets his head wound in Ohio. Okay? So those are the connections. Watch this. When was Dr. Oz born?
Mehmet Oz was born on June 11th, 1960.
So he's born on June 11th, okay? So that's the day, you know, not only the date Seattle slew on the Triple Crown on June 11th, 1977, the same year Elvis died, right? And and I told you that Washington State's going to be struck on June 11th, right? And so he's got the June 11th connection for what's going to happen in Washington State. Then, where was Dr. Oz born?
Mehmet Oz was born in Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio. Are you kidding me, man? So he's born in Ohio, which is where Trump's going to get his head wound. And I told you August 4th is the 216th day of the year. What is the area code for Cleveland, Ohio? Look at that. 216. The 216th day of the year, you see? You see what I mean? August 4th. So he's got the August 4th, 216th day connection. Ohio is where Trump's going to get his head wound. He's got the June 11th for the Washington State event. So he's got both my predictions right there. You see how crazy that is? You know what I mean? Okay. It's a perfect connection. Okay. And like I said, today was Biden's birthday. Then you have the bomb cyclone going off. The bomb, get it? And here's something that's just unbelievable. I can't believe this. You know, I've been telling you guys that my birthday is 9/4, but it landed on the 9/5 day because it was a leap year, the year I was born. Okay? So 9/4 is 9/5, basically. And right now, America's age is 247, 248. I'm sorry. It was 247, and it became 248 years this year. It was 247 at the earlier, and then 248 after July. So it's 248 years. September 5th is the 248th day of the year, but 9/4 is the 248th on a leap year, and I was born on a leap year. So I have the connection to the 247 to the 248, right? And that's why it has to happen within that time period. And America's age right now is 248. Was 247 earlier. But June 11th next year, it's still going to be in the 248th time period. And also September 5th is the 249th day on a leap year. Okay? So it connects to the 248, 249. And next year, it's still going to be 248 years on June 11th. But when Trump gets his head wound, it's going to be on the 249 because it's already past the 248 years because the birthday of America is going to be July 4th. So it'll be 248 before July 4th, 249 after July 4th. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that it all connects to September 5th. You are not going to believe this. There is a movie. Is there a movie coming out called September 5th? It's ridiculous. You can't even make this stuff up, man. Look at this. Look at this. It's called September 5th, folks. There's a movie. Let me see if I can bring it up a little more. September 5th is a 2024 something drama. It has to do with the Munich games and what happened with the Munich games, you know, with those people that were supposedly kidnapped, you know what I mean? And yeah, someone's saying Freddie Mercury. Well, yeah, Freddie Mercury was 45 years old too. Trump is 45th president, right? And he was born on 9/5. Freddie Mercury, right? You're saying his birthday, right? Because I know I mentioned that before, that connection. But anyway, Munich is in Germany, right? And Germany equals Memphis, same numbers. And Elvis lived and died in Memphis, and then he went to Germany to do his stint in the army. Okay? So everything connects. Memphis equals Germany in gematria, same exact number. Okay? And sorry about the noise with this chair, man. I need to put WD-40 on it. Anyway, so there's a movie coming out September 5th, folks. What is the chance? Because I've been telling you guys that 95 is the 95 is the key, 9495. And 94 lands on 95 on a leap year. All right, it's all about the 945. But the 95 is more important for this puzzle because it happens during that time period of America's age being 248 years, because 95 is the 248, 249 on leap year. All right. Anyway, hold on. Yes. Yeah, I see people putting interesting stuff with the astrological stuff. Yeah, I mentioned that. If you guys watch my Elon video, you guys got to watch my live streams. I show all the stuff connecting with Elon, with Elvis, and him building that supercomputer where Elvis lived and died. Anyway, so here's the catch. Listen to this, folks. So this September 5th movie, all right? Let's see who the cast of this is. The cast of the movie September 5th.
September 5th has a cast of 15 actors.
You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. So, it's like unbelievable. Man, let's see here. Look at this, Bugs. Wait till you see this. So, oh, come on, man. Hold on. Look at this. So this is the first guy they show, okay, in this movie, September 5th, okay? Now, this is the first guy they show. Let's see his name. Look at his name, will ya? What in the hell? It's got my name in it. Garo. What in the hell is going on, man? Are you kidding me? Come on, folks. Are they trolling me or what? Look at that. There's my name, man. I mean, this is unbelievable. And it's got the MAGA. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that because I was busy looking at my name. Yeah, is that crazy or what? These people are nuts. Yeah, it's the MAGA Garo. Yeah. And you know, Mar-a-Lago has my name in it. Yeah. Even Mar-a-Lago has my name in it. But anyway, listen to this. So wait, it gets crazier. That's not even the craziest part. Let's find out when this dude is born. What? Look at when he's born, folks. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this date. 216. She's got the 216, right? 216, 1983. And do you know that 1983 is the only date when you write it into the gematria calculator? Like if you wrote it up, like if you wrote out 1983, if you wrote out 1983, if you write the letters, it equals 216. It's the only one that when you write it out in the 1900s that equals 216. And that was the year Trump turned 37, which is the EL. You know what I'm talking about. But wait, it gets even crazier. Let's find out where this guy was born. So remember, he's got the 216 connection, which is August 4th, right? The 216. Let's find out where he's born. So there's this. Look at this. Look where he's born. Ohio. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what in the hell is this? Who is this guy? I don't even think I've ever heard of him. You see that? I mean, it's unbelievable, man. Look at that. It's almost like the word corona. 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 Anyway. But yeah. Is that crazy or what, man? Yeah, and he's got a beard and everything, right? Yeah, I mean, in this particular picture, he looks like a young version. Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. This is so ridiculous. But anyway, anyway, forget about that. But it's the fact that it's a September 5th, okay? That's what the whole point is. And what else? Oh, wait a minute. And the director, check this out. The director, yeah, I see what you're saying about what he equals. The director is some dude, some pigeon named Tim Feldbaum. Feldbaum, Baum, but you know what I mean. Sounds like Tim Feldbaum. All right, and TF is the initials is 206, 20 and 6, and that's Seattle's area code 206. And you know when this Tim Feldbaum is born, they don't tell you the birth date. They don't tell you his birthday. When was director Tim Feldbaum born? See, they don't tell you. They just, he's the director. Look when let's see if they have a birth date. Look, no, they don't have a birth date. Look. But look what, oh, you can't. Yeah, it's showing backwards. Hold on. Look at that, 1982. And you know Seattle equals 82 and reduces 19. But they don't show his birthday. It just says date of birth. So this director who wrote this also, 8219. I'm not sure if he wrote it, but he's the director. That's Seattle's numbers, 8219. You know. Yeah, but yeah, they don't tell you when he was born. Good luck finding that out. Place of birth is Basel. What is that? Basel. What is Basel? He's the director of the film. Where's a place called Basel? No. Does anyone know what that is? Oh, it's in Switzerland. It's in Switzerland. Yeah, thanks for it. Man, you guys are quick. Oh, yeah, that's interesting, Joe. Anyway, folks, so that movie's going to be released sometime actually in a few days. All right. Now, I think that's it for this. All right. I mean, just beyond belief, right? And now I'm going to show you what I showed in that other video. And the only reason I'm showing this now is because it's stupid Biden's birthday today. So let's show this. It's not going to be that much, folks. But just know this. Okay, pay attention, all right? You know that August 4th is Obama's birthday, right? And Obama had to be the president before Trump because let me explain to you why. That's why you have that discrepancy that was caused by Grover Cleveland, because Grover Cleveland won two different times, not in a row, just like Trump. All right, this whole thing is connected to that, and that's why Trump is the 44th person to become the 45th president, and Obama was the 44th president, but the 43rd person. So that's why Trump has a connection to the 44 and the 45. All right. And that's why MLK was killed on 4/4, but it landed on the 4/5 day because it was a leap year. And 4/4 is the 94, 95 day of the year. All right. It's all connected to my birthday, and 9495, right? But and MLK was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died. See, it's all connected to each other. And Martin Luther King is now named after the King County in Washington State, where Seattle's located. In Seattle's in King County. Elvis is known as the King, Martin Luther King. You understand? It's all connected. Anyway, the 4445. And Trump is the 4445 president, and Obama was born on 8-4. And that's why he had to have a connection, Trump, to that 44, because Trump is the 44th person. So the 44th president had to be born on 8-4. That way Trump has that connection to the 8-4. Okay, now, and the 216, and the August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, right? And we all know that 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, right? It's, that's why it's all so important. But check this out. So when was Trump elected? In 2016. When did he become president? In 2017. August 4th is the 217 day of the year. 216, 217. And Obama's born on the 216, 217 day of the year, right? August 4th. Leap year is 217, but it's 216, right? Anyway, so what I'm saying is that's why he got elected in 2016, 2017. Okay, now, how old was Trump when he got elected? And I mean, that's why Trump's going to get his head won on August 4th, because it's exactly the year that he was elected. 2016, 2017 is 216, 217, which is August 4th, right? Anyway, so now let me show you how old was Trump when he got elected, all right? Let's start now, all right? So Trump, when he was elected and became president also, and when he became president, he was 70. So he was 70 years old when he became president and when he was elected. And just like Trump, he's been elected, and we're not sure what's going to happen with the presidency thing, but he's 78 years old now. So he's between 70 and 78, his two presidencies, right? And what is 70 to 78? See? If you add up all the numbers between 70 through 78 is 666. You see what I'm talking about? That's the reason that Trump had to be president. And August 4th, remember, is 6 times 6 times 6 is the 216, right? And the 216th day is August 4th when he gets his head wound. All right, do you understand? All right. And remember what I've shown 100 times, that my prediction of 611, right, my two predictions is 611 and August 4th, right? And what's in between? So look, darn it, man, I keep forgetting I have to show it because my camera's backwards and I can't show it the other way. So I told you my two predictions is 611 and 8-4. June 11th is the Washington State event, Trump head wound on August 4th. Anyway, Satan equals 55, and it's 55 days in between June 11th and August 4th. 55 days in between my two predictions, okay? Now, and remember, August 4th is 6 times 6 times 6, right? Is 216. It's the 216th day of the year. And so my two predictions, 611, all right, to 8-4 is 55 days, right? So remember, my two predictions, 55 days, Satan equals 55. So what does Satan need to get to 666? He needs the 611. 611 plus Satan, which is 55, equals 666. And August 4th is the 216th day of the year. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. And that's the day Trump gets his head wound on Obama's birthday. Do you see how it's a perfect puzzle? Do you understand how impossible these coincidences are? Okay? Are you getting it? All right? But it's not about Trump so much because it's Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. He's here to make sure Elvis is the one, all right? That's why the June 11th event happens while Trump is still 78 because he turns 79 3 days later, okay? But he's going to be 70, he's still 78 when the June 11th event happens, all right? And I told you that that 70 through 78 equals 666, right? Which is what I was showing you a minute ago. But anyway, let me move on here. So remember the connections I was showing. Let me start this again real quick. And let me go back to where we were here one more time. Let me start again one more time. So Trump was elected and became president at age 70. Trump was elected and become president at age 78. And I told you that's his two presidencies. And if you add all the numbers between 70 through 78, you get 666. Okay? So you had to have that connection. That's why he had to get elected later. All right? So now we know that Trump's current age is 78. Biden became president at the age of 78. Did you know that? So, which is, I already showed this before, a long time ago. Trump, his current age is 78, and Biden became president at the age of 78. And Biden right now, today's his birthday, right? All right, so he was 78 when he became president, all right? Now, how old was Obama? Trump was elected the 47th president, right? Obama became president at the age of 47. You see? You see what I'm saying? Again, this is something I showed also a long time ago. All right. And you know, Elvis has been dead now for 47 years. All right. It's all connected. And just for the sake of it, I'll show this. Trump is the 45 and maybe the 47, right? The 45th prime is 197. The 47th prime is 211. And you add that up, it's 408. Look at that. And Trump's going to get his head one on 84, you see? Do you get it? All right. Okay. Now, look at this. Joe Biden was born on November 20th. Look at that. You put his full name in. Look at this. You put his full name in. This is what it equals. 433. The reduced number is 181, and you get 614 for this idiot. And then he's born on November 20th. Look at that. You get the 84th prime is 433. That's the day Trump gets his head wound. Elvis died at the age of 42. 42 plus 42 is 84. But anyway, 181 is the 42nd prime. And then Trump's birthday is 614. See that? For this stupid Biden. And he's born on November 20th. All right. Anyway, now let's get to the connections with Elvis to this Biden and Obama. So Elvis was born on 1/8. All right. And he died on 8/16. Okay. Now, before I show you the Biden Obama stuff, let me just show you one time here that I got to make sure I show you this. And then we can move on. I'm sorry if I'm not seeing your comments, folks. Write it again if you have to once I'm done. If you have something really important I need to look at. So you remember I told you that this Washington State event is going to happen in June. Okay, now pay attention, all right? I know all of you guys have seen this, but I got to show it again. All right, now look. See, this is the June month chart, okay? So the first time you see June is the 6th month. Then you keep going. The 6th time you see it is the 66th month, all right? I could show you all kinds of stuff, but I'm not going to show you that. But if you just keep going every 12 months, instead of, you just keep going 12 months, 12 months, 12 months. And then look, when you get to the 56 number, it's 666, right? And then if you add up all this row, like all of this right there, it adds up to this. Look at that. 18816. And what is that? That's Elvis's birthday and his death date. 18816. So that means that June month chart stopping at the 666, you see that, is 18816. If you add up that whole row, all of what I just showed, like every 12 months, right? Starting from the first one being 6, because June is the 6th month. So after that, just 12 months every time, just add 12 every time. You see? So, and like I said, I could show you much more with that, but I'm gonna move on. But anyway, so let me show you why I'm showing you that. Hold on. All right. Anyway, so remember, Elvis is born on 1/8. He died on 8/16, right? So Joe Biden, and who was Joe Biden? I mean, Obama was president, right? Who was Joe Biden's vice president? I mean, who was Obama's vice president? Biden, right? So Biden was born on 11/20/42. Obama was born on 8/4/61. Look at this. In between Biden's birthday and Obama's birthday, look at this. 18 years, 8 months, 16 days exactly. If you add the day, 18 years, 8 months. That's Elvis's birthday. 18816. 18816. I'm just asking, is that a coincidence? To all you, all you gematria idiots out there who are, on the Obama bandwagon. Obama is just a puppet, all right? He was needed because of whatever the hell he had, but he's not the Antichrist. Anyway, so Elvis died at the age of 42, and his death date is 8/16/77. He died at that age, right, on that date, right? Now watch this. So from hold on. So from the day Biden was born to the Beirut explosion, the biggest explosion we've actually seen in real life, the biggest explosion we've actually seen in our lifetime, Joe Biden was born on 11/20/42 to the Beirut explosion, and I was born in Beirut. See, that's why I'm saying. And it happened on Obama's birthday, right? Look at this. It's 77 years, 8 months, 16 days. And remember, he's born in 42. Okay? So 77, 8, 16, 42. And what did I just show you? That Elvis died at the age of 42 on 8/16/77. Look at that. 77 years, 8 months, 16 days, 42 he was born in. And it was on Obama's birthday to the Beirut explosion that day. It's the 8/4, right? And that's exactly Elvis's death date and the age, because he's got the 42 in his birthday. You see what I mean? 77 years, 8 months, 16 days. Absolutely impossible, right? And then, remember, Biden is born to the same day we're talking about Beirut explosion on Obama's birthday. Look at this. From Elvis's death, 8/16/77, to that same day that I was just showing you how it connected to Elvis's death. Look at this. 42 years, 11 months, 20 days. That's Biden's birthday. 11/20/42. And that's from Elvis's death to the Beirut explosion. And then here I showed you how this was Elvis's death date and his age in there. 77 years, 8 months, 16 days. That's when Elvis died, 8/16/77, from Biden's birthday to the Beirut explosion. And then from Elvis's death date to that explosion is Biden's birthday. Exactly. You see? Okay. You understand? I gotta put my hand down to go on. My hand is shaking. I got bad arthritis. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, now this is gonna be. I only got 3 more cards to show. So remember, uh, that that from Elvis's death to that Beirut explosion, it was 40. It was Biden's birthday, basically, right? Elvis's death to the Beirut explosion on 8/4/2020. It was 42 years. Okay, the 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. So you have the 42, all right, and then next year on 8/4, when Trump gets his head wound, it's going to be this one, 47 years. Again, but this time it's Biden's birthday, but with the 47, because Biden was born in 42. And the Beirut explosion happened when Elvis was 42 years dead. Okay? And on 8/4, when Trump gets his head wound, it's going to be the 47, right? And Trump is the 47, right? And Elvis is still going to be dead for 47 years, right? It's 47 years from Elvis's death. And Trump is going to be the 47th president, right? Supposedly. But why am I bringing up this 42-47 connection? Because remember, to the Beirut explosion was 42 years from Elvis's death. And then to 2025 is 47, 42-47. That's because that's exactly what it is from Elvis's birthday to June 11th. The percentage is 42.47%, right? And Elvis died at the age of 42. Now he's been dead for 47 years. All right, the Washington State event, exactly. And if you were to put into the calculator the words 155, like write it out, 155, it's the first number that equals 216, which is August 4th. If you wrote out the words 155, it would equal 216. And it's the first number that does that equals 216. See what I'm talking about? And now the last thing, which is no big deal compared to everything I've shown already, that if you go from June 11th to Biden's birthday, just, if you just choose it, look at this. The Washington State event, June 11th to Biden's birthday, is 162 days. If you add the dates, 163. And look, that's June 11th, 162nd day, 163rd on a leap year. So from June 11th to Biden's birthday, you see. So that's another connection. Now you understand why this clown is in office at this moment. Okay? You can't have coincidences like this, all right? Anyway, folks, that's all. By the way, I could show, look at this. I had this much to show still, but I'm not going to show it. I don't want to convolute. It's already convoluted as it is. I could show you so much more connections. Yeah, so somebody's talking about is it gonna look like that Obama resurrected Trump? And that's what I was telling you guys, that if you guys know my videos from years ago, I was explaining all this, how Obama resurrected the Mandela effect. Get it? He resurrected Nelson Mandela because Nelson Mandela, the Mandela effect happened during Obama's presidency. Okay, so basically Obama brings Mandela from the dead, right? And then he resurrected Gabby Giffords. Gabby Giffords was born. I mean, Gabby Giffords got the head wound, the fight, fight, fight woman. And that's what Trump said after he got his ear clipped. Fight, fight, fight. And he got his ear clipped. The time was 6:11, but the date was 7:13, but the time was 6:11. Okay? And the day that Gabby Giffords got the head wound, the congresswoman, it was on Elvis's birthday, January 8th, 2011. And that same day, you had the Seattle Beast quake. Seattle Beast quake, because Elvis is the beast out of the sea. Okay? Anyway, that same day that Gabby Giffords got the head wound in Arizona. Arizona is the 48th state, which is like the 8-4 backwards, right? And so Gabby Giffords went into a coma, and Obama visited her. And as soon as Obama left the room, within 1 minute, Gabby Giffords opened her eyes. So he resurrected a second one. Now, Obama's birthday, Trump he's dead, and then somehow is resurrected. People are going to look at Obama as some kind of, maybe it's him that's doing it. You get what I'm saying? But really, that's not what's going to happen. You're going to have just people speculating on this side, and then you have the Trump people knowing that Trump is the chosen one. You get what I'm saying? So you can't believe these people, man. They're all over the place, folks. Okay, with what they're doing. Yeah, Joe. I know that, but I didn't want to get into that whole thing because you know why? Because 1731, what you're writing, equals the exact same as this. If you were to put 1731 in let me just show. Oh wait, let me catch up to the chat first. What do you mean? What am I? 55. Satan equals 55. S is 19. A is 1. T is 20. A is 1. And N is 14. You just add it up. It's 55. I'm just using simple gematria. But look, the first number, when you put a crown on it, the first number that equals like this is 216. So that's why Trump's head is the crown. So you get the crown on the 216, and Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. And so if you put a crown on the 216, adding, the way I have it, this is what it equals. And this is the first number that does this, where you have the same numbers here, same numbers there, and the 666. I'm talking about when you put a crown on it, the letter O. Okay, that's why this is so important. Everything has to do with the 666. Because the 216 day is 6 times 6 times 6. You see how perfect it is? Equals 216, right? 6 times 6 times 6. All right? Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is, well, somebody's mentioning 1731, which is Washington's original birth year was 1731. If you put 1731 into the calculator, it equals exactly that, what I just showed. 1731 would equal what I just showed. All right? It's a very rare number, to get that, I'm saying. Okay, anyway. Man, I can't remember now what I was going to say. There was another connection. Let me see if I can remember how to get that. Hold on. Let me see. You know that I forget. I don't want to complicate it more than it is. Any last words, folks? You know, anyone who got in late, you got to watch from the beginning because I showed some not new, but stuff that's happened lately in the news, you know. So you got to watch it, you know. Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. The Jay Leno. So Jay Leno, I talked about him when he burned his face, and he's got the JL initials. That's my channel name, Jurassic Liars. You know, that's my original name, you know. Why are you bringing up? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hold on. What? Yeah, 520. Yeah, I'm going to show all that in a different video, Joe. Yeah, trust me, I have that ready to go. It connects to 611, that's why. But anyway, yeah, today is Liam Payne's funeral, too. That's right. Uh, the guy who fell. And anyway, so Jay Leno, he had burned his face. He's got the JL initials, which is like Jesus, Lucifer. And that's how I started this channel. I mean, this going into numbers because of Jesus, Lucifer. You know, I'm not going to get into it. You got to hear my testimony. Um, I'll explain that later, the testimony video. But um, man, the sunlight is. I just noticed the sun's been in my eye this whole time. Um, So Jay Leno, Leno is it like Elon? Leno has the Elon name in it, and JL Jurassic Liars my channel name, and Jesus Lucifer JL, and 1011. J is 10, L is 11. 1011 is 611 minutes. 10 hours 11 minutes is 611 minutes. All right, and and I think from 1011 to 611 is 8 months, 4 days, if I'm not mistaken. 8 months, 4 days, 8 months, 5 days. But anyway, Jay Leno, he burned his face supposedly a long time ago, and I did a video on it. Now, supposedly he fell. One of the viewers is telling me that he fell. Let's see what happened to Jay Leno. Jay Leno fell. He fell falling down a 60-foot hill. What? Let's see what they say. Hold on. He burned his face a long time ago, yeah. Here it is. So the former Tonight Show host was seen this week with a large bruise on his face and wearing an eye patch. Can you believe this? It says after falling down a hill and hitting his head on a rock. I mean, man, this is just unbelievable. He fell while walking to a nearby restaurant toward the bottom of the hill. He says, I fell down, boom, boom, boom. I rolled down the hill. The 74-year-old. See that? Jesus equals 74 and Lucifer equals 74. That's how I got into the gematria. Because I had to figure out why Jesus equals 74 and Lucifer equals 74. Why would they do that? Why did God make it like that? Because Jesus is God. Jesus created Lucifer. And when he made Lucifer, he made him perfect. So that's why he gave him a perfect name. So Jesus equals 74, Lucifer equals 74. But that's the only number that equals the same. All the reverse numbers and the reduced numbers, they don't equal the same. But that's how I got into gematria. When I was adding them up, you know, I was doing everything by hand because I'd never used a calculator back then. So I was going, I said, Jesus equals 74, Lucifer equals 74. I lost my mind. I said, what is this? You know? And that's when I started my journey into numbers. And they both equal 74, and Jay Leno is 74. Get it? Jay Leno, JL. You see what I mean? Hold on, what is this? Let's see what this says. Let's see what somebody's sending in here. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to mention the.
All right. I want to talk about.
What is this? Anyway, I don't know what that is, but I'll look at it later. But look, what happened was when Lucifer was created, he was made perfect. That's why he was given a perfect name. Because Jesus is perfect. Jesus is God. So when Lucifer was created, he was made perfect. But iniquity was found in him. And that's why he lost his crown name. And he lost his 19 crown. That's what that whole 19 thing was about. The first case was in Seattle. I told you all that. And when he lost 19 because he went from Lucifer to Satan. All right. And Lucifer equals 74, Satan equals 55, so he lost 19. All right. He lost his 19 crown. Do you get it? That's what that's all about. So he got the 19, now he needs another crown. See, he wants to be above. So he's going to get the 74, then he's going to get a crown. All right. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I've shown all that. Oh, I messed up. Sorry, folks. Man, you know why? Because my brain is all over the place. Sorry. I said earlier that JL is 1011. No, it's 1012. And my brain, you know why 1012 is so important? Look, my brain is all over the place. You know, my birthday's 9/4, right? So I take back what I said earlier. JL is not 10 and 11. Man, I'm talking too much. It's 10 and 12 JL. From Elvis's birthday to my birthday, look, it's 10 and 12 if you add it up. J and L, get it? 10, 12. But earlier I mentioned 10 hours, 11 minutes is 611 minutes, which is correct. That's correct. But JL is not 10 and 11, it's 10 and 12. I'm glad you guys, man. I told you, when you try to remember everything and going super fast, you're going to make mistakes, which is what I've done a few times, over the years. But what was I talking about? So yeah, so the whole 19 crown, which is, I was telling everybody before the 19 sickness came out, that Lucifer needs his 19 crown. And Elvis represents Lucifer, because Lucifer was adorned in jewels and he was a singer in heaven. Not a singer, but a musician or singer, whatever. And Elvis is adorned in jewels in concert. You see what I mean? And he's a singer, musician, just like Lucifer the show. Lucifer the show, the guy was a musician, wannabe cop. Musician, singer, wannabe cop. Just like Elvis, musician, singer, wannabe cop. He wanted to be a cop, a drug enforcement agency with Richard Nixon, the president he visited, and he gave him a 45 gun. Hey, you guys are making good comments. I just can't keep going, folks. I got to end it. Yeah, and his name is Tom Ellis. Yeah, look, folks, I'm forgetting everything now. I'm starting to wear down. So Tom Ellis was the actor who played Lucifer. Ellis sounds like Elvis, And Thomas means twin, and Elvis had an identical twin that died. Oh, I forgot to mention the Rocky stuff earlier. No, listen, we got to show this again with the Rocky thing, because I forgot to mention why Rocky's so important.
Thank you, everyone. Boy, I need Spanish lessons, no question about it.
I'm going to show one more time because I want to talk about it.
I'm very, very proud to be here. I didn't expect this, but I'll just keep it short and sweet, because there's no such a thing as a speech too short. When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person. And
so, understand what you just, before I got to redo this part. So he says, First thing they showed was Jesus, and they said something about the AC Club. AC is Antichrist. Resurrection AC Club. What the heck, right? Resurrection. So he's resurrecting the AC, right? And he's talking about Trump here. So they're talking about resurrecting Trump and Jesus, and
That's how I began the journey. Something was going to happen. This man was going to go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump. We are in the presence of a really mythical character. I love mythology. And this individual does not exist on this planet. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
So earlier I showed that, but I forgot to mention why Rocky was so important to this puzzle. Hold on. Give me a second to catch up here. And yeah, the reason they're talking about Washington is Washington was the father. They're calling him the second Washington, which means the son. Get it? The father and the son are one, right? You know, if you listen, I mean, the Bible says, Jesus says, I and the Father are one. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that Washington was the father of the country. Trump is like the Jesus, he's playing the part of Jesus, who's going to be crucified and resurrected, right? Yeah. And it said America, America, what does it say? America first always, right? America first always, AFA. It's like the FAA. FAA is 611, right? But this is 161, Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, so they used this Stallone, right? And why did they? Because Rocky, the year Elvis died, did Rocky win Best Picture in 1977? And look at that. See, I've shown all this before, by the way, folks. It was the 49th Academy Awards. That's my birthday connection, 9/4. I've shown all this information already years ago. So 4/9, 9/4, the 49ers are the Super Bowl, Elvis Super Bowl. Elvis turned 55 in the next Super Bowl with 49ers again. 4 times 9 is 36. You understand the 666 connection? And Elvis died in 77. This was in 1977. Rocky wins Best Picture. He wins they win Best Director, Film Editor. I don't know what else it won. But it was the 49th, which is important. Okay? And if the 49ers were to win this year, they would be the third team to win 6 Super Bowls. So there's 2 others with the 6, and they would be the third one with the 6. If they were to win. I'm not saying I don't know what their record is or what it is. It doesn't have to happen, folks. Understand that even 665 is a connection to the 666. I'm not going to get into why here, but why is Rocky important? So the year Elvis died, it was the 49th Academy Awards, which is the 9/4. Rocky wins Best Picture the year Elvis died, also the year Seattle slew on the Triple Crown on June 11th. And what else is important? Elvis had an identical twin born on 1/8, and so there was 2 of them born on 1/8. All right, and what was the address that Rocky was living in the movie Rocky? Look at that. So in the movie Rocky, look at this. Rocky's house. Look at that. Look at that. First of all, it's got the E.T. E.T. was released on my birthday. E.T. was released on June 11th. Same day Jurassic Park was released, and my channel's Jurassic Liars, right? E.T. is released on June 11th. Elvis Trump, E.T. Look at that, 1818. Elvis was born on 1/8, and his twin, who died at birth, was born on 1/8. It's identical, 1818. You see that? And 1818, if you add it up, 18 and then 18 separated, it would be 216 or 162 if you separated the numbers. And look, it's the PP. 2 16s, get it? 16, 2. 16 and 16, 2 16s. 16, 2, which is June 11th and August 4th. 162nd day, 216th day. And also 18 plus 18 is 36, which is the 666 connection. It never ends, folks. Everything has to do with Elvis, okay? Do you understand? Every single thing. All right? Elvis is the source for everything. All right? That was his address, 1818. I mean, what? Come on, man. Oh, and he's born, that's right, he's born on July 6th, which is Bush's birthday, right? And Bush was the 9/11 president, right? And Bush equals June in gematria. And by the way, Bush was the first president while in office to visit Graceland, George Bush Jr. He visited Graceland. And he took this dude named Junichiro, the prime minister of Japan. So Junichiro, the O, the chair is the crown, Junichiro was the guy's name. Prime Minister Junichiro. And guess when he was born? Elvis's birthday. So George Bush takes a guy born on Elvis's birthday to Graceland. And his name is Junichiro. You can't make this stuff up, And Bush was the 9/11 president. All right? And anyway, so what the hell was I talking about? I'm going from one thing to another. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Can somebody tell me what I was just talking about? What the hell was I saying? Does anyone know what I was talking about before I mentioned Bush? I've completely lost my mind. Someone's asking me about something. No, I've never seen that Sean Connery movie, no. Yeah, Rocky came out in 76, but, oh yeah, that's right. Rocky was born on 76 and he came out in 76, but he won the award in 77, right, good one. Yeah, 7 times 6, his birthday, that's what it was. Thanks for telling me, yeah. So, George Bush is born on 7/6, Rocky was born on 7/6. 7 times 6 is 42, Elvis died at the age of 42, Washington's the 42nd state, right? And from 7/6 to 6/11, from the date 7/6 to 6/11 is 11 months, 6 days. So you have that connection too, right? Yeah, I don't know what Rocky's dog. That's funny. No, I don't know that one. Yeah, Balboa, like the Bal and the Boa is the snake, right? Rocky Balboa. Yeah, 18. He was born on 1/8. It's like it looks like the number 18, right? Is one. It's 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, right? And he's born on 1/8, right? And Elvis Aaron Presley was 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6, right? And what else here? Yeah, that's right. Rocky in the fighting, yeah. Like Trump with the fight, and Gabby Giffords, who got that. That was the whole reason that Trump said fight, for the Gabby Giffords connection. Because Gabby Giffords, who got shot in the head, shot on Elvis's birthday, the same day the Seattle Beastquake happened, right? And Elvis is the beast out of the sea. It happened in Seattle that same day that Gabby Giffords got the head wound. Okay, and she said fight after she woke up from her coma. And that's why Trump referenced that. And FFF is 666, the letter FFF, 555. And that's why Trump was saying that, because it was referencing the head wound that he's going to get. All right. Yeah, that's right. The Rocky theme, flying high now, right? Is what they were saying in that. Um, let me catch up to the chat, folks. I'm way behind now. Yeah, you guys are making great comments. That's right. The song was "Eye of the Tiger." Elvis was the Tiger Man. That's right. For that Rocky movie. Anyway, folks. Where was I going with this? 7-6. Yeah, for the people who've never seen my video on the Guidestones, it's all about Elvis, the Georgia Guidestones. Go watch it, and how it connected. Because the reason I brought that up because the Guidestones went down on Bush's 76th birthday on 7-6. 42 years after, 42 years from the day it was resurrected. You see how perfect the puzzle is? Go watch my Guidestones video. All right, any last words? Anyone got it late, you got to watch from the beginning. All right. Dang, I forgot to drink water. Any last words, folks? Anyone who got in late, you got to watch from the beginning. All right. Any last words? Anyone who's comments I didn't see, I'm totally distracted. So if I didn't see it, I apologize. I'm talking and I'm getting behind in the chat, so I had to pass through a lot of comments. So I apologize to everybody. You know, if you said anything important, just say it in my next live stream or something when I'm not doing information. But anyway, folks, once my throat heals, my vocal cords, I'll be coming. I'll be doing my my reset videos, which is the most important thing. All right. Anyway, I don't know if I'm doing a live stream tonight. I should rest my throat, but if I do, maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if I don't, then I'll do it tomorrow. But anyway, folks. Oh yeah, some wrestler died in Memphis, Tennessee, huh? When? Just recently? It's got the vis in it. It's like Elvis. Wrestler Viscera dies? No, I got the wrong one here. They didn't understand what I was saying here. He died back in, a while back. Yeah, he died in Memphis, Tennessee. But that was, he died in, he was born, wait a minute, what is this? Yeah, he died on 2/18 at the age of 43 in Memphis, Tennessee. Some black wrestler. I don't know who it is. Yeah, I know that in wrestling they do have a lot of predictive programming because it's all scripted. That's why. See, if something is scripted, they can, Anyway, for the people who've never seen my Super Bowl videos, you got to watch those. It's all connected to Elvis, everything. And it's connected to June 11th. All right, everything. The Super Bowl is the trophy. The trophy is Vince Lombardi trophy. Vince Lombardi's born on June 11th. So the trophy for the Super Bowl is June 11th. So they're telling you that the crown is June 11th. And who won it when Elvis had the Super Bowl? Elvis halftime Super Bowl. 49ers won it. Who's the 49ers quarterback? Joe Montana. Joe Montana's born on June 11th. That was the Elvis Super Bowl. The very next year, after that, Elvis turned 55 years old. 49ers won again. Satan equals 55, reduced is 10. Satan equals 55, reduced is 10, because 5 plus 5 is 10, right? So Satan equals 55, 10, and that score, the year Elvis turned 55, the 49ers won it, the Super Bowl, the score was 55 to 10. Are you, please folks, is there, if you do have a brain, in what world, in what possible realm could this be a coincidence? That Elvis turns 55, Satan equals 55-10, the score is 55-10. And the 49ers play in Levi's Stadium. Levi's is Elvis anagram. And 4-9 is my birthday, 9-4, get it? And 9 times 4 is 36. And Joe Montana's born on 6/11. The trophy's 6/11. Vince Lombardi's born on June 11th. Joe Montana's born on June 11th. All right. Oh yeah, that's a good catch with the. Yeah, I know somebody mentioned earlier Rocky's wife in the movie, and then the creature played in. No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Yeah, you know what? I don't remember now. I'm getting confused. So whatever you guys are writing, let's just say you're right, because I have no idea. I've got too much in my mind right now. Yeah, Colin. Yeah. Um, explain. Yeah, I see what you're saying, right? Yeah, I know you're talking about December 7th too, because December 7th, 12/7 is when Pearl Harbor happened. I explained to you guys, if you've ever seen my videos, all the connections with that. And you know what's funny is now other people are doing that connections after I've shown it for years, you know. But of course, they don't give me credit. But anyway, all right, folks. Because Pearl Harbor connects to 9/11. I've told you that, and of course to Elvis. Because from Elvis's birthday to Pearl Harbor was exactly 6 years, 11 months. All right. Yeah. All right, folks. God bless all of you. Yeah. And don't forget, someone's mentioning Al Pacino. AP is 116, the initials. 611 backwards. Anyway, folks, ask me that another time about your birthday. All right. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. All right. End the video. Jesus is God. Oh, anyone who got in late, make sure you watch from the beginning, okay? You gotta watch this video from beginning to end. All right? End the video. Jesus is God.